gosh, this is the most random video that I've ever done in my life, but let's do it. Everything that you currently have in your life is purely a reflection of what you think you deserve deep down inside of yourself. Your subconscious mind is the only part of you that knows your interests, what you love the most, what you hate the most, what you're insecure about, and what you're scared of. And because it has so much power, you can either destroy your life with it or you can empower yourself with it. When I tell you that you changing your perception and how you view yourself in this world will literally change your reality today, I mean it. There's a reason why you have this vision. There's a reason why you dream what you dream. There's a reason why you wish those things into your life. God already gave you that vision. If you believe in God, you know that God loves you so much that he already knows you deserve those things. He already knows you have it. There's no such thing as time for God. There's no such thing as limit for God. There's no price that you can put on the price tag for God to say, oh, it's too expensive. There's no such thing. So if you are spiritual, you believe in God, you need to understand possibilities in your mind is absolutely limitless. You need to treat this life as if you're playing a game of Sims. Literally, you're the person outside of the screen with a remote, choosing everything. This is exactly how your mind works. The mind is the remote, okay? You're the one holding the remote. You're the one who controls it. Your mind can do anything you want. You can play however you want. Don't think about the prices. Don't think about how. Don't think about when. It does not exist. It doesn't take time. It takes alignment, okay? Your mind is so limitless and so powerful to the point where energy is almost contagious. You will notice that how you view yourself is exactly how the world views you. It's a reflection. All the people in your life, all the situations, your lifestyle is a reflection of your inside world, okay? Whatever is in your mind is outside. Point blank. A lot of people don't want to admit that, but subconsciously, a lot of us want to suffer, want to have this hard path to success. I know a lot of people who subconsciously, mentally need to go through suffering, need to go through a period of time when they're broke so that they can tell this story on a big television or to their family, to their friends about how they used to be a server, how they used to be unemployed, how they had such a hard pathway and now look at them being successful and thriving. Because I think a lot of us don't think that our story will be worth telling unless it's something hard, unless we went through some sacrifices, unless we went through the heartbreak, unless we suffered, which is mind-blowing to me because the story will still be worth it. You just choose for yourself to have a story where you struggled, where you suffered, when you can choose a story where everything worked out in your favor. I personally don't believe that it's going to take you 10 years to be successful. I don't believe that it should take you 5 years to get married or be in love. It takes the alignment and certain level of frequency and energy capacity to get to exactly what you want. Your energy is your currency. You need to treat it as if it's your money. A lot of people can get a job. Not a lot of us can keep a job. I know people who can make money, but they cannot keep money. It's almost hard to explain, but I don't care how good you look, how much money you have. I lived in Miami for a while and I've seen so many amazing, successful people. But when you come around certain people, you can just sense something is off. Like you just almost cannot explain it, but you know it's the truth. You can feel insecurity. You can feel that they're unhappy. You can feel that they're very unsatisfied with what they have or too bored with what they have. It's a real thing, you guys. I know girls and guys who can get whoever they want and get into a relationship today, but they will only be able to stay there for 2 months, if not a month. And that's all because of your energy. It's because of your capacity of what you can fulfill, what you can keep. Now, here's the thing. You can absolutely manifest and attract anything and everything you want. But here's the trap. There's such thing that is called divine timing. And the reason why it exists because energetically wise, not every single one of us is able to handle all of our dreams, all of our successes, all of our partners, cars, and money coming all at once right now. I know a lot of people who got famous very fast and they just couldn't handle or were not necessarily ready for that success or that amount of money, and they lost themselves in the process. A lot of people started doing drugs. A lot of people started having drinking problems. They lost their family members. They messed up their relationship. When I say energy doesn't lie, a good example of it will be, I know so many people that are like, oh my God, I'm so confident. I know my worth. I deserve this. Then you look at their love life and you're just like, please stop. Stop. Be realistic and be honest, at least with yourself. And I don't blame anybody because I've been there. Trust me, I've been there where I would think that I know my worth, and then I would put myself in a situation where I'm like, that was self-abuse right there. That was no self-love right there. That was self-abuse. Literally me hating on myself. So lesson learned, don't do that. Another good example would be people who do social media and content creators. I know people who literally don't have any schedule when it comes to social media. But when they post, when they drop a video, when they post a picture, it goes viral. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody, your parents, your neighbors, your boyfriend, everybody's talking about it. Everybody sees it, everybody loves it. Because deep down, those people know how authentic they are to themselves. They know that my content is amazing. When I post, it's just, everybody cannot wait. They just know what they do is exactly what they need to do. Sit down with yourself and write down a list of every single dream, wish that you have for yourself. Starting from your dream relationship to your dream house, to how your car looks on the inside, what your dream job looks like, how your dream morning looks like, everything, right? And when you look down on that list, truly ask yourself, how many of those are your actual deep desires? And how many of those are your parents' dreams for yourself, your friends, your ex, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whoever? Because oftentimes when I ask somebody, what's your dream job, or, what's your ideal day? I notice people choose their dream jobs based on, I want to be an artist, but I chose to be a lawyer, or I want to be a lawyer because, it's a good look. My parents will be proud. I will be happy that they're proud. I will feel more stable rather than being an artist and living in that crazy lifestyle. That doesn't count. Cut it off, erase it, write another one. Please focus on the feeling rather than qualities. It's really important. I know a lot of girls will write down, I want tall, dark, and handsome, but that's not what we're focusing on. We're focusing on how you're going to feel next to this guy. Your dream man might not look exactly magazine cover like, even though you can manifest it if you want. You know what? Let me stop. However, we're manifesting or attracting the frequency, the energy into our life, which means I want to be with somebody who is loyal, who makes me feel secure, who treats me right, who spoils me, who protects me, who I can build a family with, and I know there will never be a day where this person just can leave me by myself with kids or let me struggle. That's what we're focusing on, guys, okay? Same goes for a job, same goes for the money. It's not the money that you're manifesting or desire so much. It's the feeling that the money brings. It's not the car that you want to drive so bad. It's the feeling of security. So if you focus on those feelings, you will actually be able to identify what truly you want and need. Above all, you have to be honest with yourself. If you truly not really want it or you don't really need it, why would it come into your life? For what? Okay, I'm going to give you that dream car. But then you realize, maybe I don't need this car. I actually want just a regular, nice car with everything that I need inside. But I don't need necessarily Lamborghini. Some people need Lamborghini, okay? Some people really want Lamborghini. Here's the thing. You cannot be too overly obsessed with the feeling or the thing that you want, because everybody knows that, and it's a real thing in spirituality. If you're too obsessive, that means deep down, you're not worth it. Or you doubting the fact that you can get it. You doubting the fact that you deserve it. And that's an energy. So if you truly know you deserve it and it's yours, you visualize, you do what you have to do, you get to alignment of a feeling inside. And if you already know it's yours and you deserve it, let it go. It's yours, nobody else has it. Working on your energy field, working on your subconscious mind, your insecurities, your confidence, and your self-concept, period, is the most important thing that you can do for yourself and for the sake of your reality, what's going on in your life. So if energy is your See, that's why you have to block people. Like, you really trying to mess with my peace today. Anyway, it's 2025. Guys, you need to stop trying to change people. Accept people for exactly who they are. I promise you they're gonna love you and respect you even more for that. I'm a very supportive friend. I don't ever judge my friends. So whenever they're going through their times, I never try to save them. I don't tell them nothing what they need to do. I can give you advice, but I'm still supporting you, even if you're being a dummy.
Who had been saying that? Who said that? Who said that?
When you try so hard to change somebody, fix them, okay? You're not Bob the Builder, okay? Sit down. Do all that work for somebody. for somebody, okay? Not with somebody, for somebody. There's a difference, guys. When you actually focus on yourself, okay? You go to the gym, you go read this book, you go meditate, you go become better. All of a sudden, if that person is meant to stay with you or is aligning with your lifestyle, all of a sudden he want to go to the gym with you, or she want to work out with you. Your partner want to read the books you're reading. Your partner want to go work out with you in the park, know more about spirituality. They want to know more about how your mind works. They're asking you questions. What you doing? What's going on? Tell me more. Oh my gosh, I hope it was short enough for this video because I can talk about it for hours. But guys, just remember, we spend most of our life inside of our head. Make sure it's a good place to be in. I'll talk to you later.